나는 어제 내 동생을 용서했습니다.
I forgave my sister yesterday. I forgave my sister yesterday. I forgave my sister yesterday.
이미 그를 용서했습니까?
Did you forgive him already? Did you forgive him already? Did you forgive him already?
그녀는 쉽게 용서하고 잊어버립니다.
She forgives easily and forgets. She forgives easily and forgets. She forgives easily and forgets.
이제 내 실수를 용서해 주세요.
Please forgive my mistake now. Please forgive my mistake now. Please forgive my mistake now.
그들은 빨리 서로를 용서했습니다.
They forgave each other quickly. They forgave each other quickly. They forgave each other quickly.
용서하고 계속 나아가자.
Let's forgive and move on. Let's forgive and move on. Let's forgive and move on.
그는 용서하지만 결코 잊지 않습니다.
He forgives but never forgets. He forgives but never forgets. He forgives but never forgets.
용서해 주실 수 있나요?
Can you forgive me, please? Can you forgive me, please? Can you forgive me, please?
용서하면 삶이 가벼워집니다.
Forgiving makes life lighter. Forgiving makes life lighter. Forgiving makes life lighter.
선생님은 그 학생을 용서했습니다.
The teacher forgave the student. The teacher forgave the student. The teacher forgave the student.
용서는 큰 미덕입니다.
Forgiveness is a great virtue. Forgiveness is a great virtue. Forgiveness is a great virtue.
그녀는 용서하지만 원한을 품고 있습니다.
She forgives but holds grudges. She forgives but holds grudges. She forgives but holds grudges.
자신을 용서하는 것이 중요합니다.
Forgiving yourself is important. Forgiving yourself is important. Forgiving yourself is important.
그는 친구의 배신을 용서했습니다.
He forgave his friend's betrayal. He forgave his friend's betrayal. He forgave his friend's betrayal.
우리는 오해를 용서했습니다.
We forgave the misunderstanding. We forgave the misunderstanding. We forgave the misunderstanding.
용서하고 잊어버리세요.
Forgive and forget, they say. Forgive and forget, they say. Forgive and forget, they say.
용서는 건강에 좋습니다.
Forgiveness is good for health. Forgiveness is good for health. Forgiveness is good for health.
그녀는 그가 거짓말을 한 것을 용서했습니다.
She forgave him for lying. She forgave him for lying. She forgave him for lying.
그 사람이 당신의 사과를 용서했나요?
Did she forgive your apology? Did she forgive your apology? Did she forgive your apology?
용서는 힘의 표시입니다.
Forgiving is a sign of strength. Forgiving is a sign of strength. Forgiving is a sign of strength.
용서하고 친구가 되자.
Let's forgive and be friends. Let's forgive and be friends. Let's forgive and be friends.
용서는 영혼도 자유롭게 해줍니다.
Forgiving frees the soul too. Forgiving frees the soul too. Forgiving frees the soul too.
나는 빚을 완전히 탕감받았습니다.
I forgave the debt completely. I forgave the debt completely. I forgave the debt completely.
용서는 치유의 과정입니다.
Forgiveness is a healing process. Forgiveness is a healing process. Forgiveness is a healing process.
그들은 채무자를 용서했습니다.
They forgave the debtors. They forgave the debtors. They forgave the debtors.
용서하는 것은 신성한 것이라고 그들은 말합니다.
Forgiving is divine, they say. Forgiving is divine, they say. Forgiving is divine, they say.
용서하세요. 하지만 조심하세요.
Forgive, but be cautious too. Forgive, but be cautious too. Forgive, but be cautious too.
그녀는 그를 용서하고 떠났습니다.
She forgave him, then left. She forgave him, then left. She forgave him, then left.
나는 항상 친구들을 용서합니다.
I always forgive my friends. I always forgive my friends. I always forgive my friends.
용서는 자유처럼 느껴집니다.
Forgiving feels like freedom. Forgiving feels like freedom. Forgiving feels like freedom.
용서했지만 잊지는 않을 거예요.
I forgave, but won't forget. I forgave, but won't forget. I forgave, but won't forget.
용서는 당신을 강력하게 만듭니다.
Forgiving makes you powerful. Forgiving makes you powerful. Forgiving makes you powerful.
용서하고 잊을 수 있나요?
Can you forgive and forget? Can you forgive and forget? Can you forgive and forget?
그녀는 그가 바람을 피운 것을 용서했습니다.
She forgave him for cheating. She forgave him for cheating. She forgave him for cheating.
용서는 양방향 거리입니다.
Forgiveness is a two-way street. Forgiveness is a two-way street. Forgiveness is a two-way street.
그들은 서로의 실수를 용서했습니다.
They forgave each other's mistakes. They forgave each other's mistakes. They forgave each other's mistakes.
늦어서 죄송합니다.
Forgive me for being late. Forgive me for being late. Forgive me for being late.
용서하는 것은 마음에 좋습니다.
Forgiving is good for the heart. Forgiving is good for the heart. Forgiving is good for the heart.
그는 그녀의 배신을 용서했습니다.
He forgave her for the betrayal. He forgave her for the betrayal. He forgave her for the betrayal.
용서는 행복으로 이어집니다.
Forgiving leads to happiness. Forgiving leads to happiness. Forgiving leads to happiness.
그들은 빚을 완전히 탕감해 주었습니다.
They forgave the debt entirely. They forgave the debt entirely. They forgave the debt entirely.
나는 그를 용서했고 원한은 없었습니다.
I forgave him, no grudges. I forgave him, no grudges. I forgave him, no grudges.
용서하는 것은 고귀한 행위입니다.
Forgiving is a noble act. Forgiving is a noble act. Forgiving is a noble act.
마침내 그를 용서했습니까?
Did you forgive him finally? Did you forgive him finally? Did you forgive him finally?
용서는 내면의 평화를 가져옵니다.
Forgiving brings inner peace. Forgiving brings inner peace. Forgiving brings inner peace.
그녀는 그를 용서하고 계속 나아갔습니다.
She forgave him, moved on. She forgave him, moved on. She forgave him, moved on.
용서는 언제나 선택입니다.
Forgiving is a choice, always. Forgiving is a choice, always. Forgiving is a choice, always.
이제 용서하고 잊어버리자.
Let's forgive and forget now. Let's forgive and forget now. Let's forgive and forget now.
용서는 당신을 강하게 만듭니다.
Forgiving makes you strong. Forgiving makes you strong. Forgiving makes you strong.
그녀는 용서하고, 배우고, 성장했습니다.
She forgave, learned, and grew. She forgave, learned, and grew. She forgave, learned, and grew.
용서했지만 믿지 않을 것입니다.
I forgave, but won't trust. I forgave, but won't trust. I forgave, but won't trust.
용서는 관계에 좋습니다.
Forgiving is good for relationships. Forgiving is good for relationships. Forgiving is good for relationships.
용서하고 화해할 수 있나요?
Can you forgive and reconcile? Can you forgive and reconcile? Can you forgive and reconcile?
그들은 과거의 실수를 용서했습니다.
They forgave the past mistakes. They forgave the past mistakes. They forgave the past mistakes.
용서는 시간이 지남에 따라 상처를 치유합니다.
Forgiving heals wounds over time. Forgiving heals wounds over time. Forgiving heals wounds over time.
그녀는 그의 거짓말을 용서했습니다.
She forgave him for the lies. She forgave him for the lies. She forgave him for the lies.
용서는 자신에게 주는 선물입니다.
Forgiving is a gift to yourself. Forgiving is a gift to yourself. Forgiving is a gift to yourself.
용서하고 놓아주세요.
Forgive and let it go. Forgive and let it go. Forgive and let it go.
결국 그를 용서했나요?
Did you forgive him eventually? Did you forgive him eventually? Did you forgive him eventually?
용서는 정신 건강을 향상시킵니다.
Forgiving improves mental health. Forgiving improves mental health. Forgiving improves mental health.
그녀는 용서하고 평화를 찾았습니다.
She forgave and found peace. She forgave and found peace. She forgave and found peace.
용서는 사랑의 한 형태입니다.
Forgiving is a form of love. Forgiving is a form of love. Forgiving is a form of love.
용서했지만 잊지는 않을 거예요.
I forgave, but won't forget. I forgave, but won't forget. I forgave, but won't forget.
용서는 모든 사람에게 힘을 실어줍니다.
Forgiveness is empowering for all. Forgiveness is empowering for all. Forgiveness is empowering for all.
자신의 행복을 위해 용서하십시오.
Forgive for your own happiness. Forgive for your own happiness. Forgive for your own happiness.
그는 용서했지만 계속 나아갔습니다.
He forgave, but moved on. He forgave, but moved on. He forgave, but moved on.
용서하면 자유로워집니다.
Forgiving makes you free. Forgiving makes you free. Forgiving makes you free.
그녀는 그를 용서했지만 떠났습니다.
She forgave him, but left. She forgave him, but left. She forgave him, but left.
조화롭게 사는 것을 용서하십시오.
Forgive to live in harmony. Forgive to live in harmony. Forgive to live in harmony.
용서는 관계를 강화합니다.
Forgiving strengthens relationships. Forgiving strengthens relationships. Forgiving strengthens relationships.
용서했지만 반복하지는 않겠습니다.
I forgave, but won't repeat. I forgave, but won't repeat. I forgave, but won't repeat.
용서는 즉각적인 것이 아니라 과정입니다.
Forgiveness is a process, not instant. Forgiveness is a process, not instant. Forgiveness is a process, not instant.
결국 그녀가 당신을 용서했나요?
Did she forgive you eventually? Did she forgive you eventually? Did she forgive you eventually?
용서하면 마음이 맑아집니다.
Forgiving clears your mind. Forgiving clears your mind. Forgiving clears your mind.
더 밝은 미래를 위해 용서하세요.
Forgive for a brighter future. Forgive for a brighter future. Forgive for a brighter future.
그들은 아름답게 용서하고 화해했습니다.
They forgave and reconciled beautifully. They forgave and reconciled beautifully. They forgave and reconciled beautifully.
용서했지만 조심했습니다.
I forgave, but stayed cautious. I forgave, but stayed cautious. I forgave, but stayed cautious.
용서는 강한 성격을 형성합니다.
Forgiving builds a strong character. Forgiving builds a strong character. Forgiving builds a strong character.
그녀는 용서하고 성장하고 꽃을 피웠습니다.
She forgave, grew and blossomed. She forgave, grew and blossomed. She forgave, grew and blossomed.
용서하는 것은 고귀한 결정입니다.
Forgiving is a noble decision. Forgiving is a noble decision. Forgiving is a noble decision.
용서하고 후회 없이 살아라.
Forgive and live without regrets. Forgive and live without regrets. Forgive and live without regrets.
용서하고 잊어버렸나요?
Did you forgive and forget? Did you forgive and forget? Did you forgive and forget?
용서는 사랑의 행위입니다.
Forgiving is an act of love. Forgiving is an act of love. Forgiving is an act of love.
그들은 함께 용서하고 웃었습니다.
They forgave and laughed together. They forgave and laughed together. They forgave and laughed together.
나는 그를 용서하고 계속 나아갔습니다.
I forgave him, moved on. I forgave him, moved on. I forgave him, moved on.
용서는 성숙함의 표시입니다.
Forgiving is a sign of maturity. Forgiving is a sign of maturity. Forgiving is a sign of maturity.
그녀는 용서했다가 잊어버렸다.
She forgave, then forgot. She forgave, then forgot. She forgave, then forgot.
용서하되 순진하게 굴지 마십시오.
Forgive, but don't be naive. Forgive, but don't be naive. Forgive, but don't be naive.
용서는 내면의 평화로 이어집니다.
Forgiving leads to inner peace. Forgiving leads to inner peace. Forgiving leads to inner peace.
그녀의 배신을 용서하셨나요?
Did you forgive her betrayal? Did you forgive her betrayal? Did you forgive her betrayal?
용서하는 것은 영혼에 좋습니다.
Forgiving is good for the soul. Forgiving is good for the soul. Forgiving is good for the soul.
그녀는 용서하고, 배우고, 웃었습니다.
She forgave, learned, and smiled. She forgave, learned, and smiled. She forgave, learned, and smiled.
용서는 언제나 선택입니다.
Forgiveness is a choice, always. Forgiveness is a choice, always. Forgiveness is a choice, always.
용서하면 회복력이 커집니다.
Forgiving makes you resilient. Forgiving makes you resilient. Forgiving makes you resilient.
용서했지만 반복하지는 않겠습니다.
I forgave, but won't repeat. I forgave, but won't repeat. I forgave, but won't repeat.
과거를 용서하고 놓아주십시오.
Forgive and release the past. Forgive and release the past. Forgive and release the past.
용서는 해방되고 힘을 실어줍니다.
Forgiving is liberating and empowering. Forgiving is liberating and empowering. Forgiving is liberating and empowering.
진심으로 그를 용서했습니까?
Did you forgive him sincerely? Did you forgive him sincerely? Did you forgive him sincerely?
용서는 약점이 아니라 강점입니다.
Forgiveness is a strength, not weakness. Forgiveness is a strength, not weakness. Forgiveness is a strength, not weakness.
그녀는 용서하고 즐겁게 앞으로 나아갔습니다.
She forgave, moved forward joyfully. She forgave, moved forward joyfully. She forgave, moved forward joyfully.